I've been making stop motion movies for about 2 years now, and if you scroll all the way back to my earliest video, the Jailbreak, that is actually not my first movie. I made a fair amount of movies before I actually started posting on YouTube. So today I'm going to be rewatching some of those videos and talking about them. First one on the list. Okay, maybe I should go to one that actually has a story plot. This was the first movie that I didn't actually delete. It's basically just a test. So this is one of the first movies that actually had some sort of story to it. Me and my sister created this character, Redcap. Now he's kind of like Surfer. He's not very smart and he's not a good driver. So as you can imagine, him driving a bus might not go that well. So it went really fast. We did pretty big movements like most beginners do. You'll notice, look at this right here when it's crashing. Okay, so it goes from up on top of the car to that. But I have to stop for a moment to admire the gorgeous background. Nice big machine gun back there, some boxes. There is a Playmobil castle back there, so I guess you could say that could have been part of the scene. Now, in case you didn't catch it, here's what's going on. So he's driving the bus to go pick up the kids, and then on this third thing he drives by, a bunch of kids in there with all their hands up. Now it makes it a little bit confusing because he drives by and then he drives back the other way. Now that would have been fine, except I didn't move the camera. And so it looked like he just turned around 180 degrees and came back. But anyway, got the kids driving, and then he's not a good driver, and so he crashes. Now, the kids are smart, so they know to jump out of the window before it crashes, because that would be so much safer. I guess the idea was that Redcap's like a really bad driver. He might crash and then keep going, and so the kids jumped out the windows before it could go any worse. But anyway, so they jump out of the window, and then the bus flips. But I just love this little detail. I forgot about this, but watch the kid in the middle, who then goes to the right. They just switched. Wow. The kid in the white shirt goes all the way to the right. The kid in the red shirt goes to the middle, and 42 there in the orange shirt goes to the right. But anyway, watch this kid right here. His hat comes off, and then it falls over on the hat. Just a little bit of detail we put in there, and you'll notice a bunch of kids came out the other side as well. But one huge error we made, I don't know if you noticed it, we had removed the top of the bus to get the kids out, and we forgot to stick it back on. So for a couple frames there's no roof on the bus, and then you'll see it comes right back in there. Anyway, on to the next video. Here's the next movie, The Car Robbery. So once again, another very fast movie. And just like the last one, no backdrop, but it's a little bit better than the last one. At least there's not quite so much going on. But it would have been a little bit nicer if I just taken that blue box lid and just put it up next to this little Lego table. And so it's just a blue background. This is supposed to be a gas station, in case you didn't notice. There's the fuel pump there. So he pulls up to the gas station. This guy's a thief, jumps in the car, takes off. Now that guy pulls out his big bright red phone. Don't ask me how he kept it in his pocket, but as we all know, minifigures can keep a lot of stuff in their pockets. Phone's the police, and I gotta say, as seen in this clip and this clip from another test I made way back, the Lego City police and firemen have an incredible response time. They must have hyperdrive on their cars. And in here, they crash. Once again, weird backdrop, but at least I changed it, unlike Redcap driving the bus. Anyway, he crashes, and you'll notice. So I had him crash, but then I decided, hey, I want him to flip over on his side. And instead of going like backwards using some onion skinning to match it up, I just had him go sideways after he was crashed. And as you can see, that looks a little bit weird. Now I'm jumping ahead in time a little bit. This is like one of the biggest movies we made. This is when I started using sound. Now I was using PicPac, which was working basically like stop motion studio with no editor. And so I had to hit the record button and record all the audio. So I had multiple ways of adding audio, you'll see. These kids, you might recognize at least these two from the Bus movie. They were like the heroes. So right here, robber comes in to rob the store, and you will love the sound effect. That was from scratch. Like I said, I had a lot of ways to play sound effects by making them with things, playing the sound effects off of Scratch, and even playing some sound effects off of our electronic piano. So kids come down the elevator. Oh, they see the robbery. And as you know, every police station has a big red light and an alarm. Slight delay in the sound there. Anyway, here's the robber. He takes off.
Go get him!
And then the kids illegally driving that Jeep. And you'll notice here, with the Playmobil police car, this car had flashing lights. You press the button and they flash back and forth, red and blue. Getting it to line up with the pictures would be impossible. So instead, we left them off, took a blue and a red flashlight, and then we'd shine it on the blue one for 2 frames, and then shine it on the red one for 2 frames. And that's how we got that effect of it flashing back and forth red and blue. And I think it actually turned out really nice.
You ready? Yep.
And I have to rewind. That was actually pretty good there. I made the front of the Jeep go up when he accelerated. You'll notice right there it went up. And so this kid jumps in, kicks that guy out.
Gotcha.
Not sure where that kid got that gun and handcuffs, but I guess they're like the heroes, so.
Gotcha.
Love the first person shot. I should do that more often. So now remember, they kicked the bad guy out of this red car, and so the kids have the bad guy rest in their Jeep. And this kid right here was the one that jumped in the car and then continued to drive it in typical movie fashion.
I don't know where he went. He just like evaporated.
And just casually walk into the police station with a kidnapped guy while holding a machete and a pistol.
Hey, we were wondering if you're looking for this guy.
So I hope you enjoyed watching those movies. Feel free to comment below any other weird things you noticed about them. And if you'd like to see this in a series, please tell me in the comments and leave a like. If you'd like to see all the stop motions that I've posted on YouTube, click right here. And thanks for watching.